What's up, everybody? Welcome to the All Punked Up Podcast. I'm Tyler Winters. John Pierman is here as usual. But before we get started, John, I think we should fill everybody in on somewhat of a new thing that we want to start doing, start incorporating. We're going to try it out at least.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, the show's dedicated to music. We talk about music news. We'll do interviews with artists on the come up. We'll talk to artists who are legendary in the scene. We do all that, but one of the cool things about this scene, I think, is everybody that is involved, including the fans who enjoy the scene. And I think it would be cool to start interviewing people from the scene. What is your cat doing?
It's just sitting there.
just watching.
Being fucking weird, man.
Anyways, yeah, I want to start interviewing fans from the scene. Maybe we'll talk some music with them, but let's see what the fans do for a living. Let's see, just interview them about their own lives.
They cool off rooms and blow air, man. I mean,
oh no, not that kind of fans.
Oh shit,
I'm talking about the people type of fans. But I just want to see where it goes. If anybody has checked out Conan O'Brien's podcast called Conan Needs a
Friend?
Oh, yeah. Conan Needs a Friend. But then he'll change the show up a couple times throughout the week, and it's Conan Needs a Fan, where he'll interview fans of the show. So it's kind of basically like that. Not necessarily fans of the All Punked Up podcast, but just fans of the scene. So we have a couple of them that we need to schedule. But if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, go to allpunkedup.com/callthepod. The link is in the show notes. So click that link, fill out the form, and we'll be in touch. I don't want this necessarily
at
to
all
be
hours.
Something that is for, if you're in a band, that is fine. But I don't want this to necessarily be we're going to be talking about your band the whole time. So this is more so just about you. It's not a plug for your band or anything like that. If you happen to play music, that's fine. But we want to get to know you. That is the idea. Mm-hmm. So let's get to know the fans.
We want to get a little
scene.
bit deeper.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. You could come on and, you can ask John and I any question that you have. But we're going to ask you questions about your life. If you need any advice, John and I are the ones to ask. Just ask.
That's right.
Anybody.
I've made no mistakes.
Yeah, none. We're shooting 100% in positive advice. So
sure.
Reach out, give it a chance, and I think this could be fun. So, yeah, if this sounds like something you're interested in, allpunkedup.com/callthepod. Again, the link is in the show notes.
Sign up. I want to do it.
You want to do it? Oh, yeah, maybe I should just interview you. Oh, there's so much to unpack there. There's so much to unpack. Oh, my gosh. You know what happened today? Last night. Emily and I went out to eat, and we were going to Cooper's Hawk. And I wasn't paying attention. I was just walking across the parking lot, and this car comes whipping around, driving way too fast in the parking lot. And she grabs my arm. She goes, "Oh my God!" Grabs my arm, and to pull me out of the way. And it reminded me of the time that I saved your life. I don't know that we've ever talked about this.
This could be the very day. It could be an anniversary day.
It was during the fair. It very well could be. And the Illinois State Fair is going on right now. So, man, how old were we, do you think? It was before high school, so it had to have been 8th grade, maybe summer of 8th grade year. So, does it sound maybe right?
There. Yeah, that we would have been able to walk by ourselves like that.
Yeah, so we were probably, 14, the year 2000? Sure. So, man, we'll just say that this was that was the 23rd anniversary, let's just say. Man.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
It was a van, though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So, I guess we could fill them in, John. So we're walking home from the state fair, and it's probably 5 blocks, maybe 6 blocks.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, and
3/4 of a mile.
We're 14 years old. We're going across streets and whatnot, and I don't know what happened, but we're getting ready to go across a busy street, and John, you just started booking it, and there's this car coming, and I just said, "John, look out!" And you stopped and jumped back, and the car just whipped past us. And we always said that I saved your life, and then promptly told your mom, which was probably not a good idea. But
I maybe I had to shit or something. I don't know if I was in there.
Yeah, you're like, I just got to get home.
I got a belly full of fair food.
Yeah, you did not look both ways like you should have. Let's be honest.
No, I think I just stepped down to look, like stepped off the curb to look, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I had a death wish.
Anyways, I put an end to that, though.
Nope, I don't have it anymore.
Let's get to the show, though, John. We haven't done reviews in a long time, I feel like. But there were quite a few songs released within this week. I think there's one that we want to talk about that was released, maybe a couple that were released a couple weeks ago that we didn't get around to doing it. But one of the first ones I want to talk about is Neck Deep. They released a new song called Take Me With You. John, do you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it didn't really wow me, I don't think. Yeah.
Really? No?
That's just okay.
I thought the opening guitar riff was really good. I like that. It came in kind of, had some energy, which I like. Have you heard a lot of Neck Deep songs before? Do you?
I was like, the name sounded familiar. I don't know that I've really listened to them a ton, but
so of course I've come across their songs since All Punked Up's been a thing, and I know that they're one of the bigger names in the scene. I've never really gotten like completely into Neck Deep, and that's not to say that I don't think their music is good. It's just it is what it is, But this, I would say, is some of the best that I've heard Neck Deep be. So I think that this is a standout track. I think it's just a really good pop punk song for me. I think it checks all the boxes when it comes to pop punk, especially the chorus. I think the chorus is a standout part of the song because it seems like it could be there's parts of that chorus where I think it would work well at a concert to where like I feel like the fans would want to belt out a certain part of the chorus. And I think if Neck Deep does this song right, they could have a live version of this song where maybe they stop playing at parts of the chorus and then just let the fans sing. And I think it was the Take Me With You When You Go line. So like stop so they
sing
can
along,
sing the go part. And I think I thought the song was good. I'm surprised that you don't think it's that good, especially for a pop punk song, or it didn't at least grab you enough.
Yeah, I don't really remember anymore.
Okay, that's fair. So it definitely not a standout track for you this week.
No, I mean, I definitely listened to it, and I don't recall anything about it.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
I'm just being honest.
Well, what about Olivia Rodrigo's track?
Oh, I heard that shit.
Okay. So she came out
Everybody
with a new song.
loves her.
Everybody does love her. She has a new song called Bad Idea, right? Which
I agree.
That song title is missing a comma, which drives me crazy. Because it should be Bad Idea, comma, right. Right? It's a grammar mistake. Anyways, that drives me crazy.
Telling you should have gone left.
Maybe. Yeah.
Bad idea, right.
Yeah.
Should have went left.
Yeah, go left. Anyways, I'll say that I don't normally like, for this particular song, I don't usually like this type of music. Like, it's nothing that would ever grab me. But when it's her, for some reason, I listen, and I don't know why, and it might just be because, like you said, everybody loves her, but I think she does this style of music the correct way, and I think that's because she does deliver it well. She's got acting chops, and I think that does help, and that does translate over to music in a lot of ways, but I also think that the production of this song makes it so, like, this style of music or whatever she's doing is pleasing and easy on the ears. So
I heard a lot of Wet Leg influence on this song.
Was there? Okay. Okay, that guitar riff, I feel like I've heard it before. I can't think of how it is, but I have this in my notes. But I don't know if that sounded familiar to you. Like, I don't know if it's like an older riff or just sounds like I've heard that riff before. I don't think it's like a rip-off by any means, but it just sounds familiar.
It didn't sound very fresh to me.
Right. It's good. I like it. It's done well. And the thing that I like about this song too is it's like the Olivia Rodrigo of her old album, her first album. She's bringing the same vibes. There's electric guitars on here, which I love. And I wouldn't say Olivia Rodrigo, for whatever reason, got lumped in with the pop punk resurgence talk. I don't think she's ever been. I wouldn't say that her music should even be considered pop punk. Pop rock,
it's kind of
for sure.
Adjacent.
Yeah, I could see the adjacent, but it's definitely more pop rock. And I mean, not knocking her by any means, but it's that same style. And what?
Nothing.
What was that?
No.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, I like the track
we're good.
overall. Oh, okay. Did you ripped one?
Yeah, but we're good.
Okay, we can take a break if you need to, wardrobe change. You're good?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. Good.
But I will say, to go along with, the sound of this, I do think that this song would have played nice on her last album. It's just a nice continuation of the Olivia Rodrigo that we're already used to, especially when it comes to her pop rock sound. But what did you think of this song? I know that this is probably not your cup of tea.
It wasn't. I didn't like the talkiness of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't sound like a song that I would be into. It's kind of got like alternative vibes, yet it's got the pop vibes, but it's got rock vibes. I don't know. It's like, it's different. It really is different. It's got kind of like a California rock type sound to it.
I mean, I can understand its appeal, but it wasn't appealing to me.
Yeah.
As an old white guy. But.
Could you see this being played on mainstream radio though? Because I feel
sure.
I feel like it could be a hit, especially because she's singing it.
Yeah.
So
I already saw a Pitchfork article about how it's good, so that's usually a good sign.
Does Pitchfork usually tell it how it is?
No, I don't always agree with Pitchfork or anything like that. But they had positive things to say about it.
Okay. I don't like it when certain publications are definitely pander to the artist and they're just trying to lift them up because it's the artist and they're not being true to a review.
Well, I feel like sometimes the reviewers are just fans.
Yes.
Like you can tell that they're fans of the artist.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And sometimes you can tell that they're not fans of the artist, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will say, though, I think that this song is good, and I think that any fan of Olivia Rodrigo is going to love this track. There's no question about it. You'll love it. So,
eat it up.
All right, John, let's talk about the story so far. They released their first song in like 5 years.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of talk. Like people were wondering where the hell the story so far was. Were they breaking up? Who knows? They were kind of quiet, but they're back. I imagine an album's coming. I don't know offhand, but they released a new song called Big Blind. The notes that I have here, I might have to listen to it again. The notes that I have here are, I got some Green Day vibes. I don't know if you got those. But yeah, that's all I got. I remember liking this song a lot. It was definitely a good return for them. It's a good return song. So what did you think overall about this one?
Well, something funny happened with it. I listened to it once, and then it kind of popped into my algorithm a little bit, and I ended up hearing it a few more times over the weekend. So I enjoyed it.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like poker references in songs usually.
Yeah, it seems... Sorry, I'm playing it right now. Hold on. Let me listen to it real quick.
Heavy-handed poker references. I mean, there's been poker references in music forever, or just card references are utilized a lot. But
another thing that I like about this song, it's 2 minutes 25 seconds. It's to the point, and it's fast the whole time. There's no slowing down. Neck deep. I said they checked all the boxes for a good pop punk track. This one for sure checks all of the boxes. This is better than the Neck Deep song, I'd say. This one probably takes the cake for song of the week that we're reviewing. For me,
I agree.
It's a good return track. It's solid.
Yeah, I think I would have had the Neck Deep song second, from what I recall, and this one first for sure.
Yeah. Just so good. I just lost my notes.
I know what was last.
Oh, you know what was last? What was that?
Oh, we haven't talked about it yet.
Okay, well, we're about to talk about it, maybe. Oh, I know. I know which one's last. All right. Another song that we got to talk about. We just had these guys on last week. Beauty School Dropout. I know it's not this one.
No.
It's
actually,
the last
this one might
we're
be
gonna talk
second.
about. Yeah,
I thought this was a really good song.
This is a strong one. Beauty School Dropout. They dropped a new song called Beautiful Waste. We were talking about this song last week when we were talking to them. I'm just going to go ahead and say, like, this band piqued my interest after I heard their previous single, which was called Dying to Be You. The song got me interested.
It's a good hook.
This one is a good follow-up. And it's not a rocking song like Dying to Be You was. It's more in the pop alternative field, I'd say, maybe. Would you agree with that?
I got little indie vibes.
Yeah, indie vibes, for sure. But this one, it's still got those, lyrical melodies that I'm a sucker for. The song has, no problem getting stuck in my head.
It's just really well done, I think. I mean,
it really was.
I thought it was really well done.
It really was. They have a good team behind them. And I said during our conversation with them, and I really recommend, guys, that you go back and listen to that interview. Beauty School Dropout is somebody that needs to be on your radar. They're currently on Versewire Records, which is a record label run by Mark Hoppus, Pete Wentz, Sherry Saedi, big names in the industry for sure. So they got the right people behind them. But I said during our conversation that this song has the makings of being a hit on like alt radio. I truly mean that, and I definitely recommend that you go check this song out. It's just so good. They delivered.
It's got a ton of streams already for how long it's been out. Yeah, it's like probably 160,000 or something like that.
On Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is crazy. It's
only
been out a week.
Out for like a week or two.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think this band has the potential to blow up. It may not blow up in the pop punk scene, but they have a chance to blow up all over alt radio, I think, for sure. So, guys, definitely check that out. Okay, John.
Yeah, that was not the one I hated.
No, it definitely was not. But this one was.
I didn't like Olivia very much. So, I mean, that was down towards the bottom, too. I wasn't a fan of it.
But also, that's not your style of music either. It's not mine as well, but there's something about her that, I don't know. I listen and I'm interested to see what she does because she does her own thing. She almost has her own brand of rock in a way because nobody's doing her shit.
I felt like it was really like almost too Wet Leggy sounding.
I'll have to listen to Wet Leg again because I know I've heard a few songs from them, but I'm just not too familiar with their sound.
They're like Swedish or some shit like that. So she wasn't like doing a Swedish accent, but everything but.
Yeah.
Everything but doing that,
All right, I'm gonna look that up, and I challenge our listeners to listen to the Olivia Rodrigo track "Bad Idea," right, and then go listen to maybe one of Wet Leg's popular tracks, on Spotify or something.
Yeah, anything from that first track. I mean, just the way it kind of narrated in the song a little bit.
Sure, yeah,
that's the main kind of.
Yeah, similarities. Okay.
For the listening audience, I just put my hands together and went.
Yeah. And he gave me that visual, and I still don't know what it means. So here's one that you did not like. It was Meet Me at the Altar. They did.
Don't speak for me.
A Freaky Friday cover. The song's called Take Me Away. I don't know if this Freaky Friday cover is like the theme song. I guess it's the theme song of Freaky Friday, maybe, the movie.
I don't know.
And it's, first of all, Meet Me at the Altar, we don't hear too much about this band anymore. Mm-mm. Like, it was all, like, when that Past, Present, Future album was getting ready to drop, man, Meet Me at the Altar was, like, in our face all over.
It's almost like everybody listened to it and was like, oh, shit.
Dude, I will say, Meet Me at the Altar's album is light years better than anything they released prior. Like, it's... They wanted to go a certain direction, and it was that direction, and I think that they nailed it. So I want to give them props for that, even if I don't really care for that style. I think they. I
want to give them plops.
You want to give them plops?
Yeah, like when shit falls out of your ass into water.
Oh, the plops. Not props. Got you.
Correct.
Got you. Anyways, let's get to this song. I mean, I think when we both were listening to it, we both agreed that it sounded kind of like the band Hole. Courtney Love's Hole. It sounds like it could have been written in the 90s. It had that kind of production vibe and sound. But let's go ahead. What did you think?
I struggle.
What do you struggle with?
I struggle to hear it. I struggled to click on it. The whole thing's a struggle.
So when you saw that I added this song to the list of things for us to review,
I mean, the album cover looks like a freeze frame from a Target commercial to me.
Dude, I don't know. I can't picture it. But, dude, that's the direction that they want to go. They want to go Disney pop rock
Target
sound.
Commercial.
And Target commercial fits that vibe.
They hit the nail right on the head.
I mean, if that's the direction they want to go, then I feel
mission accomplished.
It is mission accomplished. And I think that we need to kind of maybe think of them in those terms, like they are what they are.
I don't want to think about them, no.
Okay. I will say, though, I'm going to say that this song is some of their best stuff so far.
There was a single between the album and this one that I was like, oh, that's not it. That was more tolerable to me. Why wasn't that on the record?
Right. No. Yeah. And I think this song could have been on the record for sure. And actually, they are going to be releasing a deluxe album. And I believe this song is going to be
tracks
on
them, yeah.
And they're going to throw, I think there's going to be 3 more tracks, maybe. I think there's going to be 4 extra tracks, this one being included. But yeah, I do think that this is a nice continuation of the album. So the other 3 songs, which I don't know if we've heard them yet, but I'm sure they're going to be in this vein, and it's going to be nice, I think, for the sound that they're going for.
Good job, girls.
I think that they've at least found their sound and where they need to be, because anything prior to this album, to me, I'm not saying this to be mean, but it sounded like a mess. Like they were trying to figure out their sound. And I don't even think it's their fault, but I almost say shame on Fueled by Ramen and the producers for not really figuring that out for them. Like their songs to me were unlistenable prior to this album. And again, I don't blame them, because they're young. They're trying to figure it out. They supposedly all met online. So you have to build chemistry in a band. You really, truly do. There's got to be give and take. You got to figure out your sound together. And it sounded like just a mashup of sounds that just did not go together or shouldn't go together. Everything prior to their Past, Present, Future album. So I think now they are on the right track to where they want to be. I say if that's where they want to be, they keep continuing on because they're nailing it. Overall, though, I didn't talk much about this song. I do think that the song is good. It had some whole vibes, like I said earlier, and I like the whole sound a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
I just feel like a lot of people are doing the whole thing right now.
Yeah, and especially females. Not saying all females are doing it, and obviously, I don't know. Maybe it's an easier grunge sound to come off with. I don't think it is, but maybe in the studio, I don't know. Maybe it's the right guitar tones or whatever, and the right type of vocal compression. I have no idea. I don't really know what I'm saying, but I would agree that there is a lot of whole vibes in the pop punk alternative scene right now, alternative rock scene. So if you're a fan of Meet Me at the Altar, you're definitely going to love this song, though.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out.
Sorry, I'm so mean.
No, dude, you're good. You're absolutely good.
Got cats roaming around all fucking wacky.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this episode of Reviews. So thanks so much for tuning in, as usual. If you're really digging our show, please consider helping us spread the word and leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts and or on Spotify. 5-star review is always greatly appreciated. And please let us know what you're digging most about the show and what you want to hear more of. So with that, thanks again. Remember, spread love. Peace.
We're not getting Meet Me at the Altar as an interview, are we?